on YouTube, I can't.
Well, there's a muscle tightening up.
They do have other websites we can put that on.
I didn't mean it that way. I mean literally rub outside my clothes.
I'm so glad you said clothes.
Whatever.
So, this isn't how Americans see chicken. What are we doing?
We're making stewed chicken, so we're cutting up the chicken.
Really? So this is
Are
what
you looking at the browning?
this is what real chicken looks like outside of a nugget?
See, we have to make brown stewed chicken, but I ran out of browning, so I am making my own browning. So this is brown sugar, tip a little bit of water, and you burn it on the stove.
Nice. What is browning? Americans don't know what browning is. They eat white chicken.
Well, Jamaicans, you can't cook chicken give to Jamaicans with it looking white. It has to have some color to it for them to believe that it is cooked, including you. So the browning gives it color, so you have to make the browning from brown sugar. Once that dries a little bit, I tip water on it, and that's your browning.
So you do it just to make the chicken brown?
Yes.
Does it taste brown?
No.
What is?
It just gives it the color. It doesn't give it any flavor. It just gives it color because us Caribbean people, we believe that if chicken looks white when you cook it, that it's not cooked. It's just a cultural thing. It has nothing to do with if it tastes brown or nothing. It's just a matter of how it looks.
Okay. You do know things can't taste brown, right?
Well, you asked a stupid question, so I'm answering it. Maybe somebody out there in the world want to know if it tastes brown too, so you never know.
Okay.
Come to realize nowadays you don't assume anything. Because things that you think is common sense is not really common sense, so just clarifying.
Okay. All right, folks. So you're joining the cool dad here with his cool wife, cool mom, and she is preparing a very well-known dish in the Caribbean culture, especially for Jamaicans, some brown stew chicken.
Yeah, but then you got to cut off all of this fat and stuff because we don't like that fat. Trying to eat healthy. You got to clean up your chicken. Clean off all of these strings. You see why you need a sharp knife? Mm-hmm. Why you needed a man to sharpen the knife? And I'm talking about the literal knife on the clipboard, the cutting board, not where your mind is going.
I still say the knife is broken and we could use the other knife that's not broken.
It doesn't matter. You gotta clean out all this stuff. We Caribbeans like our chicken to be cleaned out of all the guts and goo and stuff.
So what are you doing with it now?
Well, we have to wash our chicken. We wash our chicken.
Yeah? How do you wash the chicken?
With lemon juice.
Why with lemon
Not
juice? What does
soap.
that
You
do?
don't put soap on your chicken. And don't literally wash it with soap suds.
You know, a lot of Jamaicans believe some women wash their food in a draws water. Can you explain to the American people what draws water is?
Washing your food in draws water is when you're trying to hold a man. That's what back in the days Caribbean women think. If you use your dirty underwear water to cook the food and give to the man, they'll never leave you. But why would you want to keep a man that way?
I don't know. Draws water sounds delicious though.
Well, if you're looking for some of that, you'll have to move out of this house. I'm not giving nobody no draws water food.
So, America, if you hear someone say they're using draws water to cook your food. Run.
Don't eat it. It's not a good thing. Lemon to wash your chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it in the water. I'll separate it because any of the lemon seeds are in there. I don't want to season it up with it.
Oh, so by seasoning you mean just salt and pepper?
No, sir. Us Caribbeans need food with a little flavor, and salt and pepper alone won't do it.
Yeah, but
So we need some adobo, some Larry's, black pepper, garlic, browning. That's the browning. I'm gonna tip some water on it. Look at that, browning. That's what you buy in the bottle at the store. Only country people know how to do that, so you need to marry yourself a country gal.
okay. We'll make sure everyone has one of those at home.
Oh, Jesus. So, a lot of people like Goya adobo. Even now, Goya is in the hot seat saying that they're racist. So, I have it already, so I have to use it. Not dashing away my Goya. Pay good money for it.
So how is the seasoning racist again? Does it only adhere to brown chicken? I mean, it only adheres to the white chicken.
No, the guy supported Trump and people started to boycott him because a lot of people think Trump is racist.
Oh,
So a lot of people decided they're not going to use Goya.
So
To be honest, I didn't hear the conversation that the guy had with Trump, so I don't know, but it was something going around on Facebook.
So what you're telling me is that political opinions trickle into the seasoning?
Yep.
And now the seasoning will not bind to chicken that is already browned. You must apply it before browning your chicken. You heard it here first, folks. You must apply Goya to white chicken only.
You're gonna rub up your meat to get the seasoning to be distributed evenly.
So that's how you rub your meat.
Focus.
You're really rubbing that meat there.
You know you really need help. You really need divine intervention.
You hear the sound of that meat being rubbed? And there you have it. That is Goya on the white chicken.
See? You see how it's brown now? So you're gonna pour this over your meat to give it a little color. When you make your own browning, try not to use too much because remember it's burnt sugar. So if you use too much, you can run the risk of your meat tasting burnt. Alright, let's season the meat. Just chicken.
No onions and all that stuff?
No, I don't put it. I don't like put it. Some people put it on there. I don't like putting it on there. I put the onions in my pot when it's time to cook it down, because I'm going to brown it. So you brown it with the browning. You're gonna brown it in the frying pan by fry it a little bit before you cook it down, just to give it color, because we Jamaicans are obsessed with color.
So what is that you're using now?
Some oil. You're gonna brown the chicken first. As you go. So you just put them in, and you leave them in there for a little while to give them a little color on every side. So that's what we do when we brown our chicken. Right? So you just want the chicken to have some color. So basically that's what you're doing. When Jamaicans say they're browning their chicken in the pot, you're just giving it a little color. You see that nice golden color? You don't want it to burn, but you want to give it a nice golden color on the outside. So that's what you're doing. See? Aren't those some beautiful brown chicken? Now you have your chicken with a little color, you see? It's a little bit darker than you first started, so that's browning the chicken. Now you're gonna put it back into a clean pot, because I don't like to put my chicken back in the same pot that you brown it. You see that pot over there? I don't like to put my chicken back in that pot. Too much grease. Cut down on the grease, put in a different pot. You can make it a little browner if you want, but I also don't like white chicken, and I don't like too dark of a chicken, so I'm good with this color. Then you notice in your pot you have some nice yummy juices there. Just add a little water to it, swish it around, and pour it on your chicken. And you don't have to add no almighty water, because if you turn down your stove and you put on your pot cover, the steam will make water and you'll have some nice chicken juice water there. Alright, swish it around a little bit, put it on, let it cook for a little bit, and then you can put in your onions, your sweet pepper, your thyme, and you can cut up some fresh carrots in there. Brown stewed chicken. And this is your stuff you're gonna add to your pot to give it a little bit more seasoning. This is seasoning your pot. So you seasoned your chicken before, you know, when it was raw, and now everything is cooking down a little bit. You're gonna season your pot, give it a little nice yummy flavor. So you're gonna put all this in there, and a piece of thyme. Jamaicans like to cook with thyme, and this is my thyme bag, because you buy the thyme and you let it dry out, and then you store it in a little baggie.
Looks like a bag of weed.
Yeah, whatever. It's not weed, even though you want to think it's weed. It's thyme. Never tried weed a day in my life.
Yes.
And you just wash it and put it there. So that's going to be your seasoning for your pot. When your meat is cooked a little bit, then you put it in the pot. Right?
Right.
See? The meat is cooking down a little bit. Cooking down, cooking down. And it smells yummy. Alright, so we're almost done. Well, we're done, but Caribbeans don't like watered gravy. We need our gravy a little bit thicker. So this is some cornstarch. Cornstarch. You just put a little bit in there with a little bit of water, and you pour it in here. Mix it around to get your gravy a little thicker. And you want to mix it right away, because it will clump up in the bottom of the pot. So just mix it up. And we don't have no long gravy in the pot, because we're not really eating it with rice or anything. We are on our diet, so this is going to be eaten with salad and some salmon pasta. So we don't need no elaba long gravy. So I know a lot of Jamaicans out there will say, where's the rest of the gravy? But we don't need no whole heap of gravy, because we're not eating it with rice or anything like that. So look, So you get your gravy thicker, nice and thick. All right. And your stew chicken is ready to be devoured. And you see, nice, pretty color. It's not white. That's how Caribbean likes their chicken. Tonight's dinner is going to be a nice salad, and the salad is lettuce, summer fruits, and avocado, because I like avocado. And this is some salmon pasta we made a couple nights ago. It's pasta cooked down with smoked salmon, and that's what we're going to be eating with this. That's why I said we did not need too much gravy in the pot, because we don't need gravy on any rice or anything. We're trying to do right by our bodies to eat a little healthier.
What did you put in the salad?
The salad is just avocado, strawberries, grapes, blueberries, and we're gonna eat it with a poppy seed dressing. So here's our stew chicken that we're gonna put on the plate with it. And just put some carrots on the side with it. That's Jamaican brown stew chicken, and usually we eat this with like rice, so you can eat the rice with the gravy, or you can do cooked food, dumpling, banana, yam, sweet potato, but we're trying to eat a little healthier here in 2020, so this is the finished product.